Hey everybody, welcome to BrickVault. Today in front of us is the LEGO Harry Potter Hagrid's Hut set. It is technically Hagrid's Hut Buckbeak's Rescue, set number 75947. It has 496 pieces and it sells for £50, $60, or €60. This is probably maybe the most look forward to set. It's hard to say. This wave of Harry Potter sets here in June of 2019 has a lot of promising ones, a lot of nice ones. I've reviewed most of them at this point, and this is top 2, top 3, I don't know, like it's hard to say. This is a pretty strong one though, and it marks one of the several recreated sets. They have definitely come out with Hagrid's Hut, I think twice, maybe more, in the past. So this one, I would say, is pretty much an improvement all around in terms of the quality of the build and the minifigs and the characters and everything that's included, which isn't necessarily the case for all of the recreated sets. And like always, I want to get into the minifigs first, but I do want to say thank you, LEGO, for sending this set to us to do a review. All right, let's get into the minifigs first. Right, now like I said before, there are 6 minifigs, but there's also Buckbeak, which is, I think, an exclusive mold. Really, really nice printing and mold for the head. And they even changed up the horse body mold a little bit because he is a griffin. So the toes look a little bit different, which is awesome. But first, let's get into the main characters and we'll move our way down. All right, so first up here is Harry Potter. This is the 3rd time we've gotten a Harry that looks just like this Harry from this particular wave. So yeah, pretty standard looking guy. He's got some reflective printing for the zipper. He does also have an alternate print for his other expression. Slightly less happy than his little smirk there. And that's Harry Potter. Pretty basic. Let's move down. Also, you can see that these guys have the shorter legs, the mid-size legs. There's Hermione. You can see the time thing locket around her neck. Forgot the name of that thing. It's the thing that helps her go time travel and stuff. Nice hairpiece as well. I like it flowing over the shoulders. Pretty darn good print also for the just for the zipper up sweatshirt. And this is her alternate expression. Pretty basic all around. I do like those little pink folds though. Yeah, just looks good. I think it's just a little bit of an extra detail that, you know, is appreciated. This is Ron. Looks pretty basic. He's got some dark red, a little bit of lighter red underneath the dark red sweater, which is a pretty subtle detail all around. He's got an alternate expression that looks like this alternate expression. Probably my favorite expression out of any of the characters from this set. Just like that. It's not angry or determined. It's more of like grossed out. I could definitely say grossed out. Maybe he's sad because he thinks Buckbeak's gonna die or something like that. Who knows? All right, now this is, I think, everybody's favorite. We've got Hagrid, and his body is definitely updated from the last time we've seen the larger. You can't quite call him a big fig. He is a big fig, but I think that name is reserved to, you know, the giant Thanos or Hulk type figures. This is a much larger minifigure though. I really, really like the way this guy looks all around though. The arms, you can see that the arms are considerably larger than minifigure arms. He comes holding a lantern piece. Let's check out his expression. Actually quite a lot of detail on that face there. No alternate. They could have given it. It's like kind of like, why does he necessarily need an alternate? You can hardly see what it would have been if they changed it. Maybe the eyebrows or something. But really, really nice. And then I also, I just want to show you guys, I'm going to take him out. You can see that they gave him the little legs, and I just want to switch it out very quickly with just a different pair of legs because I think this looks hilarious. If you give him normal size legs, he looks like, you know, 2 or 3 kids have piled themselves into a regular giant coat, and they're trying to pass off looking like adults or something. Okay. Now this is an interesting minifigure that I wasn't sure they were going to add, or it's kind of like, yeah, all right, LEGO, for sure, add the Executioner. why not? Now we have a really good looking executioner that I know a lot of people are going to want to be using later down the line for other types of medieval themed builds. A pretty good looking print that makes up the dark clothing there. They even added a little bit of printing to show kind of like that loose sort of sock like hood thing that's going over the top of his head, but it's covered up mostly by that other hood piece here. So that's kind of nice that they added that extra detail. He's got a brick built larger axe, pretty solid looking fig, and then the Minister of Magic. Let's zoom in a little bit on this guy. Man, not a happy camper, but a really great fig. He's got the bowler cap and some robes that go along the front of the legs there, which is nice. It's very wizard-like, yet it still feels like some guy that you'd run into in the, 1800s or something in England, walking down a cobblestone street, something like that. Great looking minifig. And then now, let's move over, zoom out, we got Buckbeak. Really, really, really good looking Buckbeak. This is kind of like the standard horse mold that you would get for, horses from Lego for quite a long time, though you can see that the mold is a little bit different there with the toes because griffins don't have hooves quite the same way. The back feet do look like hooves. Maybe there's a difference between the back legs and the front legs on a griffin. I guess there could be. I don't really remember. The wings are molded in dark bluish gray and a really, really good mold for the head. Of course, it can go down, it can go up, just like any other regular Lego horse mold. So yeah, great looking guy though. This might be one of the reasons why the set is priced. It's not really, you know what? The set isn't actually priced high for what you get. It's just kind of a nice high quality set of figures that you get. And Buckbeak is one of the cooler and one of the better fantasy creatures that we have, I think, from the entire Harry Potter series, including Fantastic Beasts. So let's move on to the set. So the set here has two basic aspects to it. Let's get the smaller one, more colorful one out of the way first. This is Buckbeak. He is chained up. You can see the little build that goes around his neck. He's chained up to this post here in the middle of the pumpkin patch. Wonderful pieces there. We get so many pumpkins, 4 of the larger ones, and then 3 blank minifigure, orange minifigure heads with a nice bit of work there. So, maybe it'll be easier to do a larger scale pumpkin patch with these pieces for next October. That's my guess. Somebody's going to do it, just a prediction. But yeah, let's get into the main bit of the build here. Now, what I really like about this is it looks great from the front. And the main thing I want to commend Lego for, which is something when they make a half, I don't know what the specific terminology is, but when they make it look like a complete build from one side and then it's halved and you've got an interior on the other side, what really works for me is the fact that they actually went a little bit beyond the halfway point. So this little extra bit of wing plate detailing here and here and here, coming out just a couple extra studs. I think it only comes out, an extra 2 studs for this side, an extra 3 studs for this side. That's not that much, but it makes this thing feel so much more complete. I feel like you can hold it at more angles on the front, and the display ability from the front just feels so much more complete, and it doesn't block the accessibility. In fact, not only does it not block the accessibility from the inside here, but it also feels a little bit more self-contained, a little bit better in terms of how well contained the hut is. So I just want to commend Lego on making that design choice here. And it looks like, there we go, yeah. Easier to show you guys the inside by breaking them apart, which you can do. And great, so this could be Aragog, a small Aragog, or just maybe one of his sons. This is another one of those, here, if I can get the light to move over. Whoa, yeah, much better. This is another one of those prints that we also saw on the night bus, The Boy Who Lived. It's the newspaper piece, a nice little candlestick piece, and a chest, of which on the inside is a brown toad. It could be one of those chocolate frogs. I don't totally remember Could be one of the chocolate magical frogs that jumps around. And other than that, this part of the interior is pretty basic that way. And now this one is much better. This is Hagrid's main living quarters. Let's turn that down a little bit. Okay. He's got a teapot. There is a fire with, and this is cool, if you push this down a little bit, you can actually see that's a light brick turning on and off. Okay, there we go. It wasn't really pressing down before. I'm actually going to break that out so you can see it a little bit better. So there's the dragon egg. There we go. And if you press that down, it's a light brick stuck in here. You actually have to press it down pretty hard, unless I've done it wrong. I mean, you can actually just lift this up and press it down this way if you want. That might be easier. In fact, that I think is how it's designed to be. But let's turn the light all the way down. There you go. Much better. A little bit more atmospheric. Wonderful. Wonderful use of a light brick, I think. And also inside you can see Hagrid's umbrella. There's a shovel, and I just want to point out, I know this is a silly detail, the shovel is made in flat silver. It's no longer dark bluish gray or light bluish gray. It is flat silver. Perhaps they've done that before in the past, but I certainly haven't seen it. And it's about time we got a flat silver molded shovel. Anyways, sorry, I'm getting distracted. This is a wonderful build for Hagrid's chair. There's the bag that he's got. Just wonderful things, a knife, bucket, whip, spoon, pot, pan. It's just, it feels so cluttered and so Hagrid, really. So I like that a lot. And yeah, it's even like a little clipped on broom. There's just so much that you can get out of this relatively small space. And it looks great from the outside, like I said in the beginning. So really, really happy with the way Hagrid's hut turned out. So here's the set all together. We get 6 figs plus a griffin plus a really, really nice build for Hagrid's hut. It is $60. So once again, out of a licensed build, I know I think I should have put that as asterisks. I've been saying that the Harry Potter sets are priced well, and they are for licensed builds. So I think LEGO's done a pretty darn good job for what you get in sum total. Really nice bit of building here. Excellent figures. Great griffin. I don't know. I just think it's an improvement through and through compared to especially even the previous Hagrid hut sets. Let me know what you guys think about this in the comments below. Thanks a lot for watching, everybody, and we'll see you next time at BrickVault. Hey everybody, just popping in very quickly. Like to let you guys know we've got ourselves a LEGO web store that is www.brickvault.toys, where we sell the PDF step-by-step instructions for some incredibly high quality LEGO MOCs. It's absolutely worth checking out. The revenue from the web store helps support us here at the channel, as well as the designers that put these amazing builds together. So anyways, that's www.brickvault.toys. Thanks again for watching, and we will see you next time at BrickVault.